Few seconds. Morning, everyone. Welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. This morning, I have Lydia from VATGuard and Rob and Johan from VATGuard again, and talk to us about what VAT is all about and how can they help Amazon sellers sell across Europe. So I think it would be good to start, Lydia, with a quick introduction about yourself, the team, and about VATGuard.
Hi everyone, we're happy to be here today. My name is Lydia, I'm brand manager of VATGuard, and here with us Robert, it's a CEO of VATGuard Group, who owns VATGuard software, and our financial analytics, Joanna. So I tell a little bit about VATGuard Group, what we're doing. So VATGuard Group, it's an accounting company. We are on the market 20 years. We have experience in accounting, tax regulation, all over Europe. We have many accountants who cooperate with us on Europe. So actually we have experience in opening the company as well on European markets. So we help companies to be in, for example, Czech market or UK market as well. Mm-hmm. So we provide VAT registration, VAT filing for this company, also bookkeeping for this company. Robert, as tax expert, provide for our clients, like tax support, tax regulation issue. He also will help you with it if you need some help. And about VATGuard, so VATGuard, it's a software which was created for Amazon sellers, provide for them VAT registration and VAT filing all over Europe. Also, so the main problem with Amazon sellers, as you know, when you selling on Amazon, if you FBA seller, you need, if you storage your product in Amazon fulfillment center, so you automatically need to register for VAT. In different countries, yes, but plus you need filling for these VAT countries, you need monitoring your threshold limits, you need Intrastat also reports to the tax authority, and plus, of course, you need communication with tax authority. And I know like that so many sellers, they just communicate with like some different local tax accountants company in different countries. Yeah. But for example, if you pan-EU seller, so imagine you need 7 partners in 7 different countries. It's really it's a big amount of job which you need to do. You need to organize this job, with these accountants, with this all bookkeeping work. And our software actually will provide for a seller in one dashboard. They actually have all the information. They can choose 7 or not, actually 8 already, because now it's Netherlands. Mm-hmm. We provide also VAT registration and VAT filing for Netherlands as well. So if you need help with it, we can solve it also. So actually in one software, the seller can choose 8 countries, filling just one form, and be registered for 8 EU countries using just one form in English. So, and plus the software provides also filling for 8 EU countries, and will be monitoring the threshold limits, because the software using API technology, it's also it's all automatically, sorry. So we took data directly from Amazon.
Okay. So I think it is VAT itself is a very complicated issue for a lot of sellers, and we see a lot of sellers who is selling in the UK, and obviously their next market is mainland Europe, and also there are people who are from the US wants to expand into the Europe as a whole rather than the UK. So if we look into different countries, they've got different VAT regulations and all that sort of things. So which country do you think is the best place to, this is a question for Robert. So which country do you think it's good to start with? Should we start with Germany or France or UK? So what do you think?
Nice to meet you, everybody. From my point of view, everybody should start where are the country which is really close to them. If you start from United Kingdom, first you register to VAT in United Kingdom. But
Hmm.
if you find a client in a German market or French market or Italian market, then you should think about registering to VAT in this country. And all of this country have nearly similar regulation because VAT based on the same European Union regulation, but they have small differences. And
Okay.
these differences are really difficult to cope if you don't know this law. So uh, from my point of view, you should contact to somebody who knows this regulation, some
Okay.
company, some accountant or some tax advisor. Then this really helps you to fulfill all of the duties which you have in this country. You could try this by yourself too.
Yes.
We have some clients who are trying to make their accounting and issue and sending VAT return by themselves,
Yeah.
but they give up after a
Okay.
few months because, for example, in German, most you should contact in German. In Italy, you should contact in Italian language. The same in France.
Yeah.
Really seldom you find people in tax administration who speaks fluently English or other language.
Yeah.
So at the end, you should find a help from people who are from this country, who speak this language, who know this regulation.
Okay. Okay. So it's a good. So in your experience, Robert. So which country has got a most potential in terms of sales revenue? Obviously, my if I want to expand to France or Germany, I would like to choose one of the countries to start with.
I
Yeah.
suggest Germany because in Germany, the tax administration know the clients from Amazon. They
Mhm.
have the special regulation about the clients from Amazon, and we can, based only on selling reports from Amazon, so the administration accepted this information. And only if you have some tax control, you should show your invoices. But
Yeah.
at the beginning, you should only need to send the VAT return, and this is enough. For example, in Poland, you always should have all of your documents, all of your invoices. Is much difficult than in Germany. Germany used to the client from Amazon and from different e-commerce portals. So I suggest Germany. It's
Okay.
really
Okay. Okay. No, thank you for that for that suggestion. So there's another question is for Jan really. So if somebody is to go through a EFN route, European Fulfillment Network route, rather than a pan EU, so they want to place in stock into the UK warehouse and dispatch it from here to maybe Germany, maybe France, maybe Italy, and so on. So what sort of consideration do you think, Johan, so people should have? I believe there are certain thresholds
Mhm.
that apply. So if you could shed some light on threshold in Germany, France, other countries, that'd be really good.
Okay, so the value added tax, as the name says itself, is the consumption tax assessed on the value added to goods and services. Its general tax is broadly based in the European Union, so every consumer, every trader deals with with VAT on a daily basis.
Hmm.
Uh, and when you are a company based in UK and you store your products in the UK
Yeah.
and you start selling your products abroad, for example, to Germany,
Okay.
you need to keep track of your distance sales.
Hmm.
Distance sales is when you, as a trader based in the UK,
Yeah.
sell products abroad to the natural person, to the
Hmm.
individual.
Yeah.
And there are some threshold limits set by individual countries,
Yeah.
which mean that when you
access the limit, when you cross the limit,
Yes.
you have to register for VAT purposes in a given country, and you have to pay VAT in this country.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of work. You have to keep track. You have to calculate all the time the total value of goods you have sold to given countries in the European Union. And there are different thresholds in separate countries.
Okay. Yeah. So, so do you want to highlight what sort of threshold they have in Germany or France or Italy and Spain?
In Germany, this threshold is really high. This is 100,000 euro, but mostly this scopes between 35, 45, but any country have different threshold. But mostly is between 35, 45, sometimes a little bit more. But as we speak at the beginning, the Germany really helps because the limit is 100,000. So until the client from United Kingdom don't sell more than 100,000, he shouldn't register to VAT in Germany. So this really helps.
Yeah, I think it's a good rule of thumb. And what do you think? Yes, we've talked about UK quite a bit because I am based in the UK. The conference, which is next week, which is Amorphous, that's in the UK again. But what about the perspective from the US audience? What about perspective from, say, for example, people from Mexico selling into Europe? You know, what do you suggest for people like these?
If you are from Mexico, you are from outside of European Union.
Yes.
And in this moment, you still can sell in Amazon market, you can sell on a European market, but you need in this moment the company who will be sharing your taxes. So this company will be responsible with you for paying the taxes in every country in European Union. Because European Union afraid if you are from outside of European Union, European countries have problem to take the money for tax. So as a precaution, you should split the risk with the company from Europe. And in this moment, this is more expensive because this company evaluated the risk of cooperating with, for example, the guy from Mexico, and the scope of his turnover. And if you are a really big seller on Amazon, you really should pay a lot of money for this company who will share the risk with you. So, but we have a lot of such companies in Poland, and I think in every European Union country you have access to such companies. But in this moment, you should calculate. You should add a little more money to have an income from selling the products on European market. Okay.
Okay, excellent. So no, thanks for highlighting that. And the same thing, if somebody's approach you, if somebody approaches you in a week's time, how long does it take for somebody approaching you to register VAT across other countries to actually get it done? Because we need to plan in advance, right? We can't say today and maybe in a month's time it's going to happen. I've heard lots of different view from people.
If you push the button and you start the cooperation with us, this lasted only a moment. But if you provide us all necessary documents which required the tax administration from this country, this lasted, the shortest version is 2 or 3 weeks, but the longest 9 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And this is really difficult for you because you never expect that you should wait so long period of time.
Yeah.
But sometimes the tax administration allowed you to register with previous date.
Okay.
Even if we send the formula now in this moment, and they do it, for example, for 9 months, you were registered in the moment when you send this formula, but sometimes not. And you should predict previously, before you start the selling in this country, that you probably will be waiting a lot of really long period of time. And we really suggest to think previously
Yeah.
about your movements in the country, because for example, the Polish tax administration really punished you, and you pay money, and sometimes you have records in criminal register, and this is not funny. So I suggest to avoid such a situation and always thinking many months before what happens in this country, which is your aim of selling.
Okay, excellent. So I think you've given us really good information of how VAT works and how your software works, Lydia, when you explained at the start. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put this recordings. Everybody will have this piece of recording, and there will be links to contact the team. So before we close, it will be good to Lydia, to say, if somebody wants to find out more about VATGuard, where is the best place to go?
You can contact us on www.vatguard.com. And also, if you need to contact us, you can use our forms on our webpage and schedule the call with our experts. It's for free. If you have some question for VAT or VAT registration or VAT filing to another company, or you need tax advice or something, as I mentioned, you can use this form. You can schedule a call with our expert. Actually, one of expert, it's Joanna, who here with us today. So, so yeah, you need to use this form, schedule a call, and we will be waiting for you.
Okay, right, excellent. So thank you very much for all of you for giving your time. I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.